The engine growled under Marcus Hale's grease-stained hands, like it always did at closing time. He wiped the sweat from his brow, dreaming about the cold beer waiting at home with Elena. 10 years of marriage. 12 years of building Hale Customs from nothing. She was supposed to be his forever. His partner. His safe place. But the shop was dark when he pulled up. No Elena. No lights. Just a handwritten note taped to the bay door. Marcus read it once, twice, the words refusing to make sense. We sold it. All of it. Don't come looking. His heart slammed against his ribs. He kicked the door in, boots echoing through the empty bays where his pride and joy once lived. Every tool, every lift, every frame-up car he'd poured his soul into gone. The realtor later told him the truth with a nervous laugh. $85,000 wired straight to an offshore account. His wife. His best friend Derek. Together. They'd been planning it for months while he rebuilt a '67 Mustang for their anniversary. Marcus didn't scream. He didn't cry. He simply stared at the GPS unit he'd hidden in the trunk of Elena's cherry-red Camaro 2 years earlier. A paranoid little insurance policy he once felt guilty about. Now it was the only thing left that still answered to him. He fired up the old laptop in the garage, fingers flying across keys that hadn't seen code since his army days. A ghost signal blinked to life somewhere south of the border, a quiet villa outside Playa del Carmen. 2 new names. New passports. New life built on the ashes of his. Marcus leaned back in the creaking chair, eyes burning. You took everything, he whispered to the empty shop. The low point came 3 nights later, sitting on the floor of the stripped-out garage with a bottle of cheap whiskey, and the realization that even the bank account was cleaned out. 43 years old. No shop. No wife. No future. But something else woke up in the dark. Something colder. He stood slowly, the whiskey bottle shattering at his feet. I gave you my name, my trust, my blood. His voice dropped to a lethal calm. Now I'm coming to collect. Marcus sold his last personal car for cash, bought a one-way ticket under a name no one in Tulsa had ever heard, and vanished north of the border like smoke. 2 weeks later, a luxury villa in Mexico received an unexpected late-night visitor. Elena woke to the sound of glass breaking. Derek reached for the nightstand drawer. Too late. A shadow stood in the moonlight, covered in road dust and 10 years of betrayal. Marcus looked at the woman who once wore his ring, now wearing someone else's future. You should have run farther. He took 1 step forward, the old wrench from his shop glinting in his hand. Because the man you killed in Tulsa just learned how to haunt. The screen fades to black on the sound of Elena's scream, and the quiet promise Marcus Hale made to the empty garage that night. This wasn't about getting his money back. This was about making sure they never spent another peaceful day on stolen ground. And he was only getting started.